Good morning. Welcome to YAP. Today we got the man of the hour, Daniel.
Hi, we're back. It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. Back, refreshed, rejuvenated.
I'm so ready.
I'm not used to having a co-host. This is no shade to the other co-hosts, but I'm not used to having a co-host that's like such high energy at 8 a.m. in the morning. So this is good. This is refreshing.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be like, guys, I didn't have a coffee yet.
All right. That's good. That's cool. How you doing? How's your weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good.
What mountain did you climb up on this time?
No mountain, actually. I didn't really go outside. I was like, the first week back drinking, so I did like
Oh
dry
shit!
January.
Yeah, you just did dry January.
But I failed though. But it felt bad when I did it. But this time it didn't feel bad because it was February.
How deep in did you feel?
It was like 20th.
Okay. Is that dating void? That's before dating void.
It was like a Friday, okay? And it was like after work. I just had a great day at work, you know.
Yeah. And did you drink? Did you drink since the 20th in January?
Yeah.
How many days?
Once it breaks, you know, like.
Oh, you just like.
Well, I don't know, maybe 5.
5 days out of 10.
Like one beer after work.
Yeah, fair.
You know.
Yeah, and what? So you kicked off February with like.
Oh.
How'd you kick off February?
I probably spent like $150 on alcohol. We went to the pub. But guys,
how does it get to triple digits?
You buy jugs
for just you, or is this like a shareable thing? No shame. We don't judge.
Well, I went to the most expensive pub. It's in Mission Bay. It's called Good George.
Yeah,
it's alright. They got a big deck. It's like $49 jugs. Deck.
Oh, I thought that sounded
$49 jugs. If we're gonna have 3 of them, it's $150. It's over.
Fair enough. Honestly, yeah. I mean, a lot of people have called so like there's your dry January, right? And then there's also like fitness February.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we could start something with that. Maybe
I was thinking actually doing like, I don't know. There's no good wording for it, but it's like no watching TikTok for more than 5 minutes February. I don't know if there's a good wording for it.
There's an app. I feel like I spoke about this earlier this year, but there's an app that like you can download. It's both on your desktop and your phone that you can download, and it like blocks out the app. So like you could put like you know like how you can put like screen time limit on your phone.
Yeah.
You can just ignore that. Like you can like.
You ignore it, but does that actually block it?
This one grays it out. You can't delete it. You can't do nothing.
You can't delete that app that's blocking everything.
I might be making that part up, but I'm pretty sure you can't.
Yeah, because I think I've done that before, like 2 years ago. I just deleted the blocker app. Like, you can't stop me.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, maybe... It's kind of hard, man, like trying to get away from TikTok when it's like half your job, you know?
Exactly, yeah, that's why there's a 5-minute gap.
Yeah.
I've got 5 minutes to get in and get out.
It's like, Mom, I'm working.
So if like the manager's like, you know, you're gonna do this on TikTok, it's like, sorry, bro, I just had my 5 minutes.
Yeah, give me my 5. But yeah, all right, let's get into it. Poser. Have you heard of Poser?
Yeah, I did a little digging.
Yeah,
they're right.
They don't have too much publicity. Like I thought. Obviously, no shade, no offense, but like I thought they'd be a lot bigger than they are.
Why is that?
Like they didn't have too much press about them. I think they only had like 3 or 4 articles. One of them, which is on our newsletter, subscribe now. But yeah, no. Poser is a band, and it's a completely fictional band that just like is not real, and it's just like 4 or 5 people that don't make music, and it's created by this person called Reese Cox, and it's pretty cool because she's gotten an article on the very famous magazine 032C. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's basically like a modern Rolling Stones type magazine.
Right.
And it's like fully digital and stuff. And they were doing like this, like, I mean, I liked it because the title of it was Fake Press for a Fake Band. And it was just basically a whole like press run about the band that only started last year. And they only have 3 songs out. And they've performed live more than 3 times. So like they've performed more times than they have songs in their catalog.
They performed for 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
They have some covers. Surely.
Yeah.
But I think it's sick.
It is cool. They do look like a band when I first saw them. Like they do come off like an indie band that like you'd run into at any like local gig or whatever. And it just goes to show you that like image is really everything. And like especially in like the music industry right now. I don't know what music do you listen to?
I just listen to one guy.
Who?
His name's Eden. He makes like kind of sad stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And like, does his image have anything to help with the music? Like, if he looked the opposite of what he looked like right now, would he still listen to
Well,
the
it
music?
kind of like combines, like the music and the image,
Yeah. Yeah.
But what he looks like, I didn't know what he looked like for a few years. It wasn't that important. It was
Yeah.
more about the music.
Yeah.
But for someone that's looking for like an image kind of band, something that will just make them feel, really good in the moment if they're at a gig or
Yeah.
they just want to have some sort of like elusive marketing thing, like, making them think a certain way.
Yeah.
And I definitely see like why the emergence of this new type of band
Yeah.
is desired, like compared to someone who wants a really authentic experience.
Yeah.
That just enjoys the music. But to be honest, I wouldn't even call Poser a fake band. Like I'd say they're a real band.
Well, how come?
Because they're making music.
They don't make the music though.
Well, the guy that owns the band makes the music.
They have like a ghostwriter that makes music for them.
That's not a point.
That is a point. Are you
every other musician, most other musicians have a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
You can't just say just because they have a ghostwriter it doesn't make them a band. That's not the differentiator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of other musicians have a ghostwriter.
Yeah, but like, it's not that. It's I mean I might be wrong, but I think they don't make the actual music.
Well, they're not real people, right?
No, they are real people. They just don't make the music. They're just the image of the band. If you know what I mean.
Wait, I don't think I understand.
So basically, okay, they're a fake band in the sense that they're just, I mean, it's in the name, it's Poser. They literally are just the cover of the band. Like, there's actual people that make the music, but they're just the people that perform it live. They're the people that do the interviews. They're the people that like take photos and stuff.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Where do I sign? Wait, I want to do that.
It's pretty cool, and I think the idea of like having conceptualizing an artist that is like the vibe first before the music is kind of cool, because that's how they came up with it. They're like, I guess, I mean, I don't know how they came up with it, but like, I'm assuming they just like found like 4 coolish looking people, and they were like, you guys would make a sick band, and then they had like a certain vibe and aesthetic about it, and then they just started making music to fit that aesthetic.
Well, I assume they're really good live, right? Like,
I couldn't find any videos of them live. I think they're.
Well, there's no way they're just terrible live. But...
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like their whole set would be like 10-ish minutes. They have like 3 songs. I went on the website and they have 3 songs.
Nah, they cover like Mr. Brightside, surely. Something like that.
I don't know. They have like a DJ set or something. But yeah, I think it's interesting because like for me, especially like with the music I listen to, it's like I never really thought about it, but it's so image based. Like an image is almost, it's kind of sad and ridiculous, but like the image of the artist is more important to me than the music of the artist.
Really?
Yeah.
For every single one?
For the majority of them. Obviously there's some exceptions, but like the person I listen to, I have to think that they're a cool person.
Right. So is that what you care like about the image, like that they're cool?
Yeah.
Or, like that they're mysterious?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's something in that, like, because obviously, like, most people are fucking terrible. And so, like, especially with the rappers I listen to, like, I'd rather them stay mysterious because every time they don't come out mysterious, they turn out to be, like, a deadbeat father that, like, puts their hands on their wives and stuff. So, like, I'd rather not know that.
Maybe that's something about your music choice.
Shut up.
Because I don't get that.
No? Just me?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's really cool. And I think, not that part. But I think in general, like record labels and like PR managers and stuff put so much thought into image, and I think image is now bigger than ever. I think you can write off. I mean,
terrible music for image.
Yeah, I think so. 100%. I think so. Like if you fit a certain audience's want visually, I think the music can grow on people. Like, yeah, I mean that's like the whole underground rap music right now. Like, you gotta look coolish. You gotta wear like the coolest brands. You gotta have like some weird ass hairstyle.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
like
look weird. You gotta
in
look obscure.
marketing terms, it's just brand versus performance, right? Good
Yeah.
music is performance.
Yeah.
Brand is the image.
Brand is king.
And brand is king at the
That's
end of
it.
the day. Like,
That's it. That's it.
if
That's
you got a
it.
terrible brand, like no one's gonna
Yeah.
buy your product. Even
It'll
if
be really
it's
interesting
great.
to see if they like carry on with this because yeah I remember a couple years ago there was a marketing agency called Space 150. I think they're based in the UK, and they came out with a AI version of Travis Scott. They called him Travis Bot, and the guy looked like Travis Scott, but the music was like, it was so bad because it was almost like a parody of a Travis Scott song, and like the quality wise, it just was not there. It was like somebody attempting to record a Travis Scott song on like an iPhone, and it was so terrible. But they filmed like a really cool music video about it, and it had like a bunch of like data moshing transitions and blah blah blah, and it fucking banged. I think it's got like over 3 million views by now. Like, I had it on my playlist for a bit because I'm like,
It's
oh
only because of Travis Scott.
yeah,
It
because
went
the
viral.
association with Travis Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was at the time when like the AI rise was like so new that I was like, wait, AI just made a whole song like Travis Scott?
No way.
It's over. This is like 2019, mind you, but yeah, it's really interesting. Speaking of AI, what a transition, bro!
Paid ads.
Whoa, I'm
So you
so
know when you're scrolling through your feed and you see sponsored, and you
yes.
see Milk Run.
Wait, actually, sorry.
Buy these grocery products.
Yeah.
Install the app now.
Yeah. For just before that, I feel like you should tell people what you do for a job, just because this would like give you more credit or like more authority.
Yeah, so to establish my authority,
Yeah.
I'm a media specialist here at Taz. So
Yes.
I run the paid ads. So I'm basically good at nothing else.
No, you're good at podcasting. Podcast host coming soon.
Yeah, so I use like meta ads and stuff. So that's what delivers those ads on
Yep.
Instagram. And I've been noticing this trend recently with a lot of these, big corporations that run these ad managers like Meta and Google.
Yep.
Is that they're moving towards more AI, I guess, features or algorithms.
Now, when you say that, what do you mean by AI? Like, what do you mean AI within
it's
ads?
like automated, or you'll give the platform more control over what you're
the
providing.
performance of the ad.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you'll let it generate,
Yeah.
right? AI generate you the text that
Yeah.
can show up on the ad.
The copy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
copy.
Okay.
And you can let it. There's this thing that came out a couple months ago that, so if you have an image of a product with like a white background,
Yep.
you can give it like an auto generate the backgrounds.
Okay.
So it could be like the sea.
And
or,
is
like,
this using
desert.
the ad manager?
Yeah, that's within
platforms?
the ad manager where you buy the
Damn.
ads in.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you can do that on Meta.
And I've never done. I always skip it. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
Nope.
if this client sees their product with like, I don't know, like a desert or
Yeah.
New York in the background,
Yeah.
like I don't know, but
is there a rise in people using that, and can you tell that that is being used?
yeah, there are people using it, and Meta like under all of their like features,
Yeah.
they always have like a sentence saying it's why it's better.
Yeah.
It's like if you use this like add-on AI music,
Yeah.
Or royalty-free music that AI would choose for your product, you have like 5% more people watch your video,
Yeah.
or something.
Do you believe that?
Well, I
Like,
mean,
those
they
stats
want
that-
you to use it. They're just
Yeah.
trying to convince you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, probably it does, but if the trade-off of having 5% more people watch a video versus
Yeah.
20% of people going, what is this music? Like, and then they just swipe off anyways. Like, they still watch for the same amount of time, but
Yeah.
I'll be thinking, why is this random royalty-free music playing over my favorite product?
Yeah. So do you think that like this like huge surge of AI, I guess within all industries, but I guess also like within paid media, does that make your job easier or harder?
Ooh, it makes some parts easier.
Yeah.
But I think what it does, it really exposes like bad marketing.
Okay.
So
Break that down.
So basically, within the ad platform, you give the AI more control, which
Yep.
means the buyer has less control themselves, which
Yep.
means you have to adapt and become better at other things which drive results.
Yep.
So what is that? It's creative.
Mhm.
So it's actually planning out the ads that are going to show up,
Yep.
and like how you're going to test them.
Yep.
And then figuring out which messaging works the best
Yeah.
for your ads.
Mhm.
So because what would previously happen is you'd have to make like a very complicated structure telling Meta exactly who to target,
Yeah.
when to hit them. You have retargeting campaigns,
Mhm.
and you'd really focus on your campaign structure to drive results. But now with the AI algorithms, you
Yeah.
can target everyone
Okay.
in the country,
Yeah.
and the algorithm real time will find who's the most likely to buy your product
And it just
or watch your videos,
it retargets that
and
to
it will
that.
send it to that small circle of people that are
Okay.
likely to make the action.
Yeah. Now, does that cost more?
No, no.
It's the same cost.
To target everyone, it's the same cost,
Yeah.
but to get those individual people,
Yeah.
or like that group of people,
Yeah.
they have different costs to reach those different groups
Yeah.
of people. So you
Mhm.
don't really know how much it's going to cost until you find your audience,
Yeah.
and then just you look at past campaigns to see how much it
Yeah.
costs to reach them.
As a person that does work with these like ad manager platforms, you said Meta, Google, are those the two main
TikTok
ones?
ads,
TikTok
there's
ads.
Reddit ads,
Yeah.
there's all the ads.
On that, do you like the direction that AI is taking these platforms in, or would you rather just like stop and revert back to how it was, like let's say like 3, 4 years ago?
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes my job more enjoyable, at
Yeah.
least, because I like making like briefing and creative, like telling people
Yeah.
what to make, and then you get to look at the data and you go, oh, that worked, that like messaging worked. Like when
Yeah.
I mentioned their mum like really liked this product.
Yeah.
Like
Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Um, just real quick before I let you go, I would like to ask you, what are like your top green flags and red flags within paid media, paid ads?
red flag.
Yeah, like what's something that you see and be like, I can tell this is this guy's first time running ads.
Probably having like interest targeting, or I don't. They might have removed that now, but it's like narrowing your audience
Yeah.
for a performance campaign. So like when you're optimizing for people selling or buying your product or booking your service,
Mhm.
and having a really narrow audience and like telling the algorithm what to do.
Yeah.
Whereas broad audience is what you'd want to do.
That's interesting. What is the thinking behind that? So the idea is that if you target wider people,
It gives the algorithm more control so they can find your audience. As if you tell it your audience, you could be wrong. You could be missing a segment of your audience.
and by telling the audience, you mean just like, is this strictly demographic or their
You like
interests
write
or
down interest targeting, so you can go like, I want people that like pages on Facebook to do with football.
yeah.
And then you can like narrow it down, and they also have to be a
Yeah.
mum.
Yeah.
So I want football mums.
Yeah. And so
Whereas,
that excludes everybody else.
yeah, so
I'd
if
say.
you're selling like football boots for your
Yeah.
son, whereas if you just had like an 8-year-old son who wouldn't buy the boots themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just had broad, the Meta would find football mums, or even,
Yeah.
I don't know, anyone that wants to buy
Yeah,
8-year-old
yeah,
football
yeah.
boots.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
As long as it sells.
Yeah.
And then my green flag would be like a clear testing campaign.
Okay.
So, like I said,
What does that mean? Sorry, treat me like I'm a 5-year-old.
So when you're testing new creative or like
Yeah.
content, like I said, there's less complicated structure, so there's more time to do other things.
Okay.
So what you would be testing is those new creative to put into the main campaign, which is driving those results. Like so you just want to test new messaging angles, or you can test different formats like
Yeah.
video versus static.
On that, just one last thing. Actually, this is actually the last thing. Are there any like if I'm new to this space, paid ads and stuff, what are like the top 2, top 3 ad? Yeah, what's the top 3 ad campaigns that you've ever seen? Like, is there who's the goat of ad campaigns?
The goat of ad campaigns.
Is there something that comes to mind right away?
I mean, I can think of my own, but like I don't know. It's hard to see without knowing the data.
Yeah.
Of the campaigns.
Because how do you measure that success?
It's just more like you'd see an ad you liked.
Yeah.
It's like something you're like, wow, that was good.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I see thousands of ads every day, so I just can't pull out one. There's like definitely top performing like concepts.
Yep.
That like a lot of different people use.
And could you, how do you figure that out if you're not on the internal side of things?
You
Like,
go to Meta Ads Library.
Okay.
Just search up Meta Ads Library.
Yep.
And then you can filter by all, and then you can just search up your competitor and
Yep.
see what ads they're running, or search up just anyone who sells something similar to you.
And does that show you the stats of the ads and how they perform?
No, unfortunately not. It shows you, I think on TikTok it shows you like the impressions it has, but not how much like has been spent, how much results it's gotten. But you can generally see what's better by like what's been running longer.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So like if a competitor's been running an ad for 8 months, you know, they would have turned it off if it was bad.
Yeah.
Like they've got it going, so it's crushing. Like it's doing something well.
Unless they're dumb and like actively
they just forgot
the
about
budget.
They just forgot they're spending thousands of dollars on it.
It's a monthly retainer of like $3,000. They just like keep bleeding the company. Okay, that's really interesting. That's cool. This is good because I don't really like know what you do for a job. Like I know
no
what
one
you do.
does.
Yeah, so this is good. It definitely won't be the last time you break this stuff down to me. I think we should run it back. But Daniel, thank you so much for coming to the YAP podcast. This is a good way to start the week off. Do you have any final words to the camera? You can plug your Instagram.
No. Just try your best, guys. You can do it. Marketing is kind of complicated.
Yeah.
But like just leverage AI and ask it how it can help.
Yeah. With that being said, thank you. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.
Cool.